So we were discussing translocation. Translocation of organic solids and dissolves. I'm just giving a summary the last video what we just done. So transport which is going to be done in sieve tube. There are companion cells as well, but they support this sieve tube, but basically transport take place in sieve tube. Secondly, you will see we have source and sink concept, which is about phloem. So phloem has two types, source and sink. So if I just give summary, source simply is a place where they get manufactured. If we take example of any factory, the factory which is going to manufacture, if we take example of sugar or glucose, they're going to manufacture, whereas sink is that they utilize. So this means if sugar is made, so in another way, in another factory or somewhere, they will turn this into a sugar cane as a basic example, so that you understand, as these both are the same type. Here we can take example in plants as a glucose is made, then it's going to be utilized here. So I'm sure it's clear to you like that. And we have so many sources which will definitely take place in source, or like in source we will have leaves and mesophyll cells, whereas in sink we have fruits, stem and roots. Fruits, stems and root. I'm sure it's clear to you this about source and this all. And yes, one more point, their path during their development, their path can also be convertible and during their development and that all. So I'm sure it's clear to you. Well, let's discuss now something more. Let's go with the pink color now. What you'll see more, you will see number of steps which will take even involved in other movement of photosynthetic, where mesophyll cells, mesophyll chlorophyll, that all goes to the sieve element of sieve tubes in the phloem. Then again they not manufacture, but they then go to leaf, which is mature leaf. When they enter into mature leaf, there is synthesis of sucrose. Sucrose is synthesis in the cytosol of mesophyll cells. Then sucrose is going to be synthesized in the cytosol of mesophyll cell. Then the sucrose occurs, as I just mentioned, translocation. Translocation means transport simply. If we have just taken example, if we provide food to or water to roots, so from roots it will go to leaves, then from leaves it will go to other parts. Like we've just provided solute or a food to roots, this is roots, then it will go to leaves here, then it will go to other parts of the plant. So this kind of cycle continues. So mesophyll cells, which are in the sieve tube, which show the smallest vein of the leaves, and then that's generally termed as short distance transport. So this path, or this all source to sink pathway, is also called as short distance transport pathway. So if you're thinking why these are called as this one, so just because the solute that cover distance, either the distance of two or three cells actively, and actively in a sense 2 or 3 cells diameter, then the sucrose is going to actively transport to sieve elements. And in this step we also call this all as a phloem loading. So I'm sure it's clear to you. Then the pathway of phloem loading may either be simplistic. Wait a moment. Okay. So we were discussing phloem loading. Phloem loading can be of two types. Like they may follow path of symplastic or apoplastic. Symplastic is simply if this is a part. So here what you'll see here, the movement would be through these holes in symplastic is called as plasmodesmata, which simply means opening. So they also involve cytoplasm in their transportation, whereas apoplastic, if this is the part, so they will directly go through the cell membrane, no cytoplasm involvement and only cell membrane, no any hole. So I'm sure it's clear to you. So yes, this is all. Next we'll come with another video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.